Today's video specifically for commercial motor vehicle drivers. This is an update to the new NR2 system. I have previously done 3 separate videos on NR2. And the reason I had to do 3 separate videos is just when I thought they had everything finalized, I made the video, they made a change, and then they made another change. So this video, I'm going to give you an up-to-date update, basically, of where we stand with NR2. It basically replaces all 3 of those other videos, so people don't have to watch 3 different videos. I'm just going to give you all of the information in one concise video. This is all taken directly from the FMCSA's website. NR2 is a new system that when you get your DOT physical performed and you pass your DOT physical, hopefully, you get entered into this new NR2 system, which updates the federal government and updates your state license. That's how it is supposed to work. So I'll just read you here what they were trying to do with the NR2 system. I've got it highlighted here. This is a new digitalized system that will make life easier for lawful truck drivers and harder for bad actors who want to commit fraud. So the point is basically twofold here. Number one is it does away with the paper copy medical card that a driver would typically get so that they won't potentially lose that medical card or forget to go into the driver's license agency and report. Plus, it saves you money because most of the time the driver's license agency will charge you $5 to $10 to take that paperwork in. You don't have to wait in line. So it just saves hassle for the driver. Number one, makes life easier for the driver. That's what they were trying to do. The first thing that they were trying to do. And the other thing they were trying to do is help to eliminate fraud. Now, what was happening is that people could just go online and print out the medical form and then sign off on it themselves. I mean, anybody could forge this information. So what's supposed to happen now is us, the medical examiner, performs the exam. We have access to the NR2 system, and we are the only ones that can enter your data in. And then places like your employer or law enforcement, if God forbid you get pulled over, or whoever else can access that information, not update it or change it. Only we can change it and update it. And then, but they can read it. They can read that information instead of reading it a paper copy, again, which can be printed off right off of the internet and forged, basically. So they go on to state that the key improvements, so they're trying to make improvements with NR2 over the old system is, again, electronic transmission, meaning that we can send the information directly to the federal government, which then goes to the state licensing agency. The elimination of paper records, which is basically, in my opinion, the same thing. So it reduces errors and opportunities for, again, fraud. Real-time access to medical certification status. We'll talk about this in just a second. This is an actual problem and a limitation as of right now with this new system. Increased accountability, as only the certified medical examiners can report the results. So only we have access to being able to change the results of your medical exam. You can't do anything like filling out the paperwork yourself or anything like that, nor can nor can law enforcement, your employer, or anyone else. But they can read the information. They have immediate access to the information, or they're supposed to. So the issue is that it's the government, and the federal government needs to talk to the state government. So there were hiccups, there are issues. So one of the issues, and they issued a temporary waiver for this, is that once we submit the information into NR2, it doesn't just immediately, it should. I mean, this is the internet. It should immediately change everything, right? You would think, but it's not immediately going to the federal government and the federal government sending it to the state and then immediately updating your license. So what was happening is that was being delayed, maybe up to a week or so, and people were taking their DOT physical the day or two before their expiration, and it wasn't getting to the state in time because it was taking a week. There was like a week delay. FMCSA was advising drivers to take it like a week or two before, but drivers don't do that. They show up, the day they need it done, and they've done that. I've been doing DOT physicals for over a decade. That's what they do. They show up when they need to get it done. They don't plan it out weeks in advance. So they're showing up when they need to get it done, and they're certified before, but it was taking all this time to filter through all of these different agencies and finally get to the state. So they had to issue a waiver saying that, and this is only good, maybe they'll extend it, but only good through October of 2025. So just a few weeks from now, you can use the paper copy still. So we're still now giving the paper copy. Again, NR2 was supposed to eliminate giving everybody the paper copy, giving drivers the paper copy, because it's basically a useless, worthless piece of paper. You can't take it in to prove that you've passed a DOT physical anywhere, except for now with this waiver, you can use it for 2 weeks and a day. So 15 days, you can still use the paper copy to verify that you have completed the DOT physical and you're certified to drive. After that, again, it's a worthless piece of paper. And again, that is until the 12th of October, when, again, the government is hopeful then that they can get this procedure more streamlined so it updates quicker, I suppose. And again, this next paragraph just goes on to say the FMCSA recognizes that drivers are facing delays because of the process of us updating the system, which we have to do basically within 24 hours. Like if you have your exam done on one day, we have to have your information entered. It's mandated to us that we have to have your information entered into the system by the next day. So we're doing it right away. But then again, it goes to the federal government. It's taken time to go to the state government. So that was issue number one. Now, there was another issue that came up, and that is that some states just decided not to be compliant or just aren't compliant up until this point. So most states are, but here are the list of states here: Alaska, California, Florida, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Oklahoma, Vermont, and Wyoming. If you live in, this is as of current. These are the states that are not compliant with NR2, have not implemented NR2. So if you have a CDL, let's say, in one of these states, you have to still use the paper copy. So you should be issued the paper copy still, again, because of this waiver situation that's going on. But even after October 12th, unless your state becomes compliant and falls off of this list, you should still be asking for and getting that paper copy, because these states are not accepting the information from the NR2 system and updating your license that way. You're still having to do that physically with the paper. So basically, you're still on the old system. We will see if that changes or not. There were, I believe, more states on this list, so some states have dropped off. I am recognizing that a lot of these states are the states that were originally on this list. Florida and Kentucky I'm very familiar with, because I see drivers from Kentucky. We're right across the river there. So two kind of big hiccups there. It's supposed to streamline the process so that you don't have to do anything. We do everything. The driver doesn't have to do anything. The medical examiner's office, we can do everything for you. We can do the exam. We can put your results in. You don't have to go to the driver's license agency. You don't have to take the paperwork to your boss or any of that stuff. If you ever get pulled over or you change jobs, they have the job or the officer has a system. They can look you up right away to make sure that you're certified. You don't have to worry about losing the card. All of that stuff was supposed to happen. It was going to be great. It's going to save you, again, time and money going into the driver's license agency and having to go through all of that headache. But then again, states just aren't on board so far. It's one of those things that just seems like they didn't plan it out. They launched it and didn't really plan the logistics out well enough. I mean, it shouldn't take 2 weeks for a system to update other systems. That should happen, you would think, right away. And certainly this has been something that's been in the works now for years. These states should have been up to speed at this point. Again, they're dragging their feet. Who knows why? And who knows why that they're, allowed to, drag their feet in this way and not be compliant with this rule. It was mandated they're supposed to be compliant as of a couple of months ago. So that is the full update up until now. Please, if you have questions about this new system, I know it's super confusing. Drivers are coming in all day to my office being confused about what's going on with this new system and what do I have to do and do I need a medical card and not. Ask me those questions in the comments section below. When anything changes with this or any other standards, I will make update videos. Stay subscribed here, and until next time, everybody, stay safe.